Welcome back to ANC Alerts. Social media is no longer just a space to communicate. It has also become an avenue for media and even marketing. And with its continued growth, the discussions on the pros and cons of social networks must also be raised. That's the aim of Social Media Week. It's one of the world's premier conferences for media, marketing, and technology professionals, and it's coming to Manila. To tell us more about it, we're joined by Luis Arcangel. He's the CEO of Montgomery Fitch, and Geraldine Samson, CEO of Endgame. Welcome to the show, guys.
Oh, thank you, Lexi. Thank you for having us.
Okay, before we talk about social media, maybe you can talk to us about your company and what your affiliation is with Social Media Week.
Yeah, sure. Fitch is actually a holding company, and we operate in 8 markets right now, mostly across Asia Pacific.
Okay.
And it's a pretty diversified portfolio across multiple industries. Our association with Social Media Week is that we got the license from New York, so we're actually the exclusive license holders in the Philippines.
Okay.
We're actually holding it across Asia. We held it in Mongolia a few months ago.
And you guys took care of that?
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, but usually it's a worldwide event, right? Or is it done in the U.S.? Because it's the first time to be held in Manila, although I'm sure you'll be streaming. That's the wave, right?
It actually started in New York. It's a New York conference, and they usually have New York, Los Angeles, London. The great part about it is it's actually held concurrently across different cities across the world.
Okay.
So like for Manila, there's like a certain nationalistic tinge because it's going to be held concurrently with Kiev, with Puerto Rico, Holland, and Mexico.
Okay.
So it's actually quite interesting.
And it's for specifically media, marketing, and tech professionals,
Exactly.
right? How is this event going to roll out? Is it one day? Is it in a span of how many days? What to expect?
It's going to be spread out for 3 days.
Okay.
The first day is actually going to be tomorrow. It's gonna
Already?
Be,
Okay.
Yes, it is. The day one is exclusive for students.
Okay.
It's going to be in Miriam College. The second day is more of a it's more of a personal personal
like a
approach
master
with,
class sort of
with
thing.
the consumers, yes, and even the professionals.
And people
The
have already
third
bought
day.
into it, or
Yes.
people can still get invited into it, or you already have
It's
your
well,
candidates?
it's a limited tickets kind of thing, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that there's a small chance that they can still get their tickets online. It's available in Ticket World.
Okay.
The third day is the main event. It's going to be in SMX convention.
This is more for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're expecting like a 1,000 guests probably.
Okay, and are there speakers that we can look forward to, or
A total of 50 plus
50
Yes.
speakers?
Yeah.
Spread throughout the 3
So
days.
spread throughout 3 days.
And there's a particular theme, right? There's an international theme, but the local theme is the missing link. Talk to us about it, because it's very psychological or philosophical when I read about it, because it's really, when you're in social media, it's a community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yet
that's how it's
you're so
formed.
isolated. I mean, I feel very isolated because there's no human interaction.
Right.
You're trying to identify, like if you look at the art, it sort of looks like a DNA.
Okay.
Because like what exactly is social media? What does it exactly mean, diba? I mean, it's meant to connect people, and yet what's missing? It's that element that we're going to try to through the different panels and breakout sessions and keynotes. We're going to try to answer that question.
And what is the international theme? Because the local theme is the missing link.
Yeah. The international theme is actually it's closer. You know,
Closer.
how does social media get the online community closer? How does human interaction actually get bolstered by your time online?
Do you have the answers already, or are you still going to learn it in the next 3 days?
Hopefully
Because I would love to hear the answer, because yes, you feel like social media, it brings you closer to your friends maybe that are so far away, and yet when you spend too much time on it, you are very detached from the real world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
Right?
know?
You know, like you walk into a restaurant, like everyone's just looking at their phone, right? I mean, you
Right.
see entire families literally just looking at their phone. It's a phenomena. We're trying to identify like how can it get better? What are the trends that we're looking at? And in order to actually identify the answer to that, I mean, like when I mentioned earlier, we're gathering some of the finest minds, digital marketing, entrepreneurship, and we're also flying in some speakers. They're actually international speakers from 7 countries flying in to share their expertise.
We were talking about it on a personal level, but as a marketing tool, obviously social media is the way to go. A lot of SMEs, I mean, they use it because obviously it's free. And you know, I mean, so how do you factor into that?
It's kind of cost effective, yes, but well, for marketers, it's actually a problem for them too, because like you said, there's an ongoing problem with how exactly can we connect with the people online and offline.
Correct.
But for marketers, there are some brands that seem to make use of technological advancements. One of them would be AI chatbots, and the very reason why they're in social media is that they want to get closer to their consumers, build their relationship with them. But when you use these kind of AI chatbots, it kind of defeats the purpose of
Right. And as a
connecting with them.
consumer, you also sort of feel like
You're left out and not
or
really
even that your
connected.
privacy, like everyone seems to know what you're into, right?
Yes.
Because
Exactly.
obviously, what you search for online,
Yeah.
then there'll be ads automatically coming out
Yeah.
that are connected to that. So almost
Exactly.
I feel like, oh my gosh, someone's watching me out there, right?
That's
So that's
true.
another issue
Yeah,
that
like
social
it's
media has.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
that's gonna be answered on the day 2 because
Okay.
we actually invited lawyers from College of St. Benilde and also the Sini and the Sini Law Office. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are
So
a
they're
lot
gonna-
of topics
yeah.
that will be covered throughout several days. Like you talk to digital professionals, they'll always talk about experience as a prevailing
Right, of
term
course.
nowadays. So customer experience, digital experience.
Yeah.
So we are hoping that the sessions and the experts will share a lot of insights for the first time in Manila.
Okay, so invite some of the viewers who are interested, because especially for day 3, right? I
Exactly,
Yes,
it'll be
yes.
more open to the public, so
Yeah.
they also have time to get their tickets.
Sure. So, well, to everyone who's interested, please do attend Social Media Week Manila. It's the first time that we are having the event in the Philippines. We would love to have you there. Like what was mentioned earlier, more than 50 speakers, international speakers from more than 7 countries, and tickets are still available. So hope to see you there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dean and Luis, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you so
so
much
much.
for
And good luck
having
on
us.
Social Media Week. Have
Thank
fun.
you for having us.
50 speakers, my goodness. And those were the latest news alerts for this hour. I'm Lexi Schultz. For more updates, check out our website, news.abs-cbn.com/ANC. Follow ANC Alerts on Twitter and like our Facebook page, ANC 24/7. Stay tuned. Top Story is up next.